Well, hello everybody and welcome to Jeff's Baking Blog. Today I'm going to be making some cookies. These are going to be cream cheese and vanilla cookies, and I'm going to make a dough, roll it out and then chill it and then roll it up and cut into cookies. Now I saw this recipe on a blog, petite boulangerie I think it was called. So I put a link to that, but I think that was in Spanish or Portuguese, and I had it sort of translated using Google Translate to get to the recipe. So I hope I've done that correctly. And the ingredients are quite straightforward. I have 200 grams of cream cheese, 100 grams of butter, which I'll put in with the cream cheese straight away. And then I have 250 grams of plain flour, a pinch of salt. I'm going to use a teaspoon of vanilla paste and 80 grams of granulated sugar. So the first thing I'm going to do is to mix the cream cheese and the butter together. And then I'm going to add in the pinch of salt, and I'm going to put in the teaspoon of vanilla paste. And mix that in as well. And I'm just going to scrape that into the centre. Like that. And then I'm going to add the flour, and I'm going to mix this very slowly. You could do this by hand, you could do it all by hand in fact. I'm just going to mix it until it's all combined. As you can see, that's now clumping together nicely. So I'm going to stop there. And that is our dough mixed. So I'll just pull that together. And then I'm going to take some parchment paper and put the dough on the parchment paper. I'm going to roll that out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten it down. And put some more paper on the top. And then I'm going to roll that until it's 2 to 3 millimeters in thickness. And I'll put a couple of lines on here which are 12 inches apart, just to give me an indicator of when I've got it rolled out to what I want. So I have that rolled out into a reasonably good oblong. I've patched it in a couple of places to get it level, and I'm going to chill that in the fridge for 30 minutes. Then I'll come back and we'll sugar it and roll it up. And while it's chilling in the fridge, I'm going to preheat the oven to 200 Celsius, that's 180 Celsius with the fan, 350 Fahrenheit, and I'll be back with you to roll it out. I roll it up and put it in the oven to bake. The pastry has now chilled for 30 minutes and I have my oven preheating. So what I'm going to do is take about 3 tablespoons of the granulated sugar and sprinkle it over the dough. And then with the rolling pin, I'm just going to gently press that down onto the dough. And then I'm going to roll this long side. So I have this at about 13 inches by 10 inches, and I'm going to roll up the long side into a sausage shape. Like that. And then I'm going to cut it into about 1/2 inch thick rounds. And I'm going to coat each one in the sugar on both sides and around the edge, and I'm going to place them onto a baking sheet, leaving a gap in between . There I have the cookies rolled out, and I'm going to bake those in the oven for 20 minutes until they've turned a nice golden brown colour, and then I'll take them out, let them cool a couple of minutes on the tray, and then transfer them to a wire rack to cool completely. Then I'll be back to show you the results. Well, I baked our cookies. I actually baked mine for 30 minutes. The recipe I was looking at said 20 minutes, but I decided that I didn't think they were cooked in the middle, so I baked them for a further 10 minutes. There's nothing, you don't want raw dough or uncooked dough in the middle. So I've baked them and they've come out, and they're nice and crispy on the outside, just a little bit of give in the middle. So we'll have a taste. They actually, you can taste the vanilla, and they do taste a little bit creamy. That's probably from the cream cheese. Certainly very nice and very easy to make. So that's going to be it for this recipe. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please give me the thumbs up below the video and click to subscribe to my YouTube channel. In the top right hand corner of the screen there will be an eye that you can click on, which will take you to the recipe on my blog, and I will also put a link below the video that you can click to get to the recipe. And I will be back with you with another recipe in the very near future. So until then, happy baking.